you have certain things that you imagine worst case scenarios in your life. It's just anxiety that happens, especially for me when we had children. Then I just think of all the things that could go wrong. But you never really think it's going to happen. You never really think that that over there is going to happen to you.
I can remember the exact place I was standing when I got the phone call. I can tell you what the temperature was like. Clear, like blue sky, not a cloud in the sky. And I remember answering the phone. It was my pain management doctor. And he was like, hey man, you're going to be in the area. Can you swing by the office? And I was like, it just struck me as kind of odd. And I was like, nah, man, I'm at work, And he said, well, when you get done, if you can swing by the office, And I said, you got my test results back, didn't you? And he was like, I did. I said, well, you can tell me whatever you need to tell me over the phone. And he said, I can't. And I said, okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes. As he started to get into the conversation more and more, I just stopped him. I said, just be straightforward. What's going on? And he said, well, we found some abnormalities on your imaging results. I said, well, okay, what does abnormalities mean? And that's when he explained that I had multiple bone lesions found on my vertebrae. And I said, well, I know you're a pain management doctor, but with your experience, what does that mean? And he said, it's probably cancer. And then I remember going back out in the parking lot where my dad was waiting and crying. And having to explain to him on a random Thursday afternoon the news I had just heard.
I remember when we got that news, sitting there and just feeling like, what do you do with that? What do you do? I'm 37 years old and 2 small children, and then my husband just got diagnosed with a cancer that they're saying there's no cure for. What do you do with that? So it wasn't quite the way that we had intended to start 2020, to say the least.
I didn't make a lot of conscious decisions that, hey, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to say that, or I'm going to pursue this. I just prayed, God, bring what I need. I don't know what I need. I really don't. I don't know how to deal with this. It's like me going into battle and having no idea what kind of weaponry I need. And so I just prayed to equip me with that. And it's crazy how he kept bringing situations and people into my life.
So then when he started treatments and his health was really compromised during treatment and it was so hard, then my hope started. I came off this high and it started plummeting because I'm watching the person that I love, who is one of the strongest men I know. He is so horribly sick and going through these treatments, and it was discouraging. It was depressing. But now what's happened is all of those people in that community that we've been a part of and we've connected with, they then reached out.
Through the course of this, it has just time and time again, it has just overwhelmed me on how God has brought these circumstances, these people, this optimism into our lives, whether it be listening and hearing a song at exactly the right time that spoke to me. I'm an avid reader, and book recommendations and books showing up in the mail, literally books showing up in the mail and speaking to exactly what I needed at that time.
And then I feel like it shifted after treatment, and he went through the stem cell transplant, and so everybody's celebrating, everything should be great, y'all made it. And then it was the reality then hit that this is never going away. This is incurable. It's a part of our life forever. And so then for me, hope became a choice. It was a choice that I had to make. There was no other choice but to believe that either one day there will be a cure or he will be in indefinite remission.
I've had people come to me and be like, oh, well, I've got this, that, and the other going on. And then they stop in the middle of what they're saying and become apologetic. Like, well, I know that's nothing like what you've experienced. And I always stop them and be like, you know, we're all going through battles. And just because my battle is this and your battle is this doesn't minimize that you're still going through a battle at all. It doesn't matter what the face or the name or label that you place on it. It's just as real to you as it is to me with my battle. And so I think that, you know, sometimes when we look around and see other people and they're like, oh, but they got it better than me or they got it worse than me, you know, we start to distort what hope is for us. And I think that we could all be reminded that, you know, a battle's a battle, whether it's a small daily battle, or it's something that is a lifelong battle that you're going to have to deal with for the rest of your life. It's still a battle. And the source of hope doesn't change for this person or that person. The source of hope isn't, well, you have to meet a minimum criteria of this for me to step in and console you, or to offer you hope, or to fight your battle for you. All you have to do is surrender yourself to me stepping in for you.